By default, Microsoft disables the ability to see most file extensions on your computer. And I'm sure Microsoft had a good reason for doing this, but as you get into more and more advanced computer work, you need to be able to see all extensions that have been added to all files. Here in a Windows 7 environment, I have a folder called File Extensions. I'll just double-click to open and show you that that folder is empty. I'll create a text file by right-clicking and select New Text Document, and I'll just call this Example, and I'll put HTML for a different type of file extension. It's not actually a file extension, it just looks like one, but here, both in the Windows Explorer viewing area as well as down in the Details pane, it's the same. It looks like a regular file name with a dot extension. Let me show you what's going on behind the scenes. In Windows 7, up here on the menu bar, you can click here on the arrow beside Organize and come down and select Folder and Search Options. And then in the View tab, in the Advanced Settings area, come down and you'll find the setting that Microsoft has checked by default. They have checked Hide Extensions for Known File Types. We want to uncheck that because we want to see all extensions for all types. So we'll uncheck this and then click Apply and then click OK. And then notice what happens. Here in our example, we have the file name example.html that I typed, and now we see the .txt file extension. You may recall a moment ago that when I right-clicked and selected New, I created a text.txt document. And even though I typed .html on it, that means nothing. It's only that last file extension that matters. Now, in Windows 7, there's a couple of ways to get to that setting. I showed you the first way, which is Organize and Folder and Search Options, and then View here in the Folder Options dialog box. There's another way to get to that same place. I'll left-click on the Start button and go to Control Panel. And in the Control Panel, depending on what view you have here, you'll look for something called Folder Options. And you'll see Folder Options both here in the small icon view as well as in the large icon view. There's Folder Options. Takes you to the same Folder Options dialog box. If I have my computer set to show me categories instead of large or small icons, then what I do here in the category view is simply click on Appearance and Personalization and then come down to Folder Options, and here is the same Folder Option dialog box and the view. In Windows 8.1, it's almost exactly the same. Here I have File Extensions, Empty, right-click, select New, a text document, and I'll type Example, and here I'm going to type Windows 8.1.html. Notice here I have two dots placed in the file name. Now, I don't have the Organize button here on the menu bar, but in Windows 8.1, everything has gone to the ribbon just as it is in the Office suite. So I can just click on View, see the ribbon, slide over to Options, and here is our Folder Options dialog box, and there's the view, and here's the extension. Uncheck it, click Apply, OK, and now I see that the .txt file extension has been placed on there, and I have .html and I have a .1. And the reason I've typed the file name in this manner is to show you that you can put as many dots in a file name as you want to. It's just not good practice. You should always use hyphens or underscores in your file names and stay away from the dots because it'll confuse you. You'll think you have a file extension like .html when really the extension is .txt. And the only way you'll know the difference is whether or not you have come in to View and Options and View tab and make sure that this option to hide extensions is unchecked. That way you'll be able to see all file extensions for all files on your computer.